Hey everybody, it's Dr. Darryl. I just wanted to make this quick tip Zoom video. For many of you who are doing informational calls or testimonial calls, I see two main things that normally disrupt your meetings, and I wanted to just give you some ideas on what you can do to get around that. So most of you know this screen. I'm just on the schedule meeting screen. When you're doing testimonial calls or informational calls, most people are simply letting everyone in because they're not comparing it to a list. If you're going to let everyone in, there's really no reason to have a waiting room. It simply disrupts the meeting. You have to stop talking, go and click admit, or stop what you're doing or have someone else do it for you. If this continuously disrupts your meeting, when you are scheduling a meeting, simply scroll down here and remove this option for waiting room. When you will have to have a passcode, you can make it something very simple. You might make it Solex or anything that you might want it to be. But this allows everyone to simply admit themselves, and you don't have to stop what you're doing. Again, if you're going to admit everyone anyway, then this allows you to simply focus in on your goal. Make sure that everyone knows what the password or passcode is and they can get in. Make sure you put that inside of any literature that you are doing. All right. If you are doing something that's for your team only, you can still implement this by making a more secure passcode. Or in that case, if you don't want to do that, you might want to then use the waiting room so that you can compare that to the list of people on your team. The other thing that I see that causes a lot of problems is that people are unmuted when they come in. And then the host has to stop speaking and click mute all, stop speaking, ask people to mute themselves. It sometimes just becomes very, very disruptive. The way to avoid that is to have everyone automatically muted when they come in. So when you scroll down, you're going to see this options tab here. Click on show. And one of the things that it will allow everyone to do is to mute themselves upon entry. And if you click mute your participants upon entry, it will solve 99% of those problems because when they come in, they are not muted. They have to manually unmute themselves. You can actually go into the settings during your meeting and stop them from being able to manually unmute themselves, but that's a completely different video. Make sure that you click save at the end in order to save your settings. And if you have meetings that are already scheduled out, then simply go into the meeting, click edit, make these particular changes, and they will carry on for your other meetings. All right. Again, just a quick tip for the Solex Nation to have more smooth Zoom meetings so you can focus on having your meeting versus constantly going into the admin section to do